And welcome to my bookshelf tour. So, a lot of people ask me to do a bookshelf tour, and if I say a lot, I mean a lot. And honestly, I have no clue why you're interested in this, because someone to stare for 20 minutes on my bookshelf so that I can tell you what is on there. But I'm reaching 400 subscribers soon, and I thought when I reach my 200 subscribers, I'm going to upload this. So thanks for 200 subscribers. So I'm going to renovate soon. So I thought I'm going to give you a quick overview of my shelves before I start renovating, because then this is going to go and I'm going to get a fun shelf. Yay! But it will take some time to renovate, so I don't know when my shelves will be back. So I thought I'd give you like a quick overview. And let's just start. Okay, so this is like my huge shelf where I film it every time. And then we have like, that is a part of my room that you've never seen before. A little shelf over there. And then we have a shelf under there. And then on the other side where I'm standing is another shelf. And then I'm going to show you soon. So let's just start with the first shelf. So, woo! This is my top shelf from my first shelf, and you can't see me. Yeah, so I'm going out of the picture. So here we have like nothing that is organized. It's just some random books, some Russian meat books and German books, and yeah, it's most of them here are kind of dystopian books, and most of them I've actually read. I'm proud of me, yeah. So you can see all the titles. That are the German editions of the Succubus Blues series, or however it is called by Russian Meat. And yeah, that's, I don't know how this is called, by April and Pike, the German edition. And the rest are English books. Woo! So again, no particular order that the books are in. There's some books that don't mean the shit to me. And yeah, there are actually a lot of German books on here, and most of them I haven't read. And here is the Divinas missing because I'm too lazy to put it back on there. So we have like the 5th grade, the Tennessee, and the German book. So then Lauren the 4th one. And then another German book, Nina Belovan, and then English books, as you might see. Then here we have some other German books. I don't know what they're called in English. They're by Melissa de la Cruz, and I only bought them because they were like €1. Then we have The Book Thief and the German edition, Ashes, the German edition, and German trilogy, and these I haven't read yet, so I can't say anything about it. A pretty important shelf. So now that I'm in the picture again, because you're dying to see me. So this is like my all-time favorite shelf until here. So this is my Jennifer Armentrout shelf, and I love it. So look at it. So that are all the Jennifer Armentrout books that are out, except for 4 books, but they're only out in ebooks, so I can't have them. So like you see, all the Jennifer Armentrout books. Here is the German edition of Obsidian, and I only bought it because it's pretty, and I still have to get the second one in German, but they're freaking expensive. This hardcover costs €20. And we have Anna and Lola, because I don't have space for them otherwise. So here we have the Mythos Academy series by Jennifer Stepp, and not a lot of people know this series, I think, but I love it. I've read it like 3 years ago or something, and it's awesome. It's Greek mythology and other mythologies, and it's so awesome. You should read it. And then we're going to my next shelf. So my next shelf. I should just get out of the picture, nobody wants to see me anyway. So it's my Rochelle Mead shelf, and I love Rochelle Mead. She started my reading addiction, and yeah, let's just show you. It's the German editions of Vampire Academy until here. Those are the first two Bloodlines books in German, and I don't know if you know the covers, but I'm just getting one out for you. Like, that's my favorite. That's the German edition of Frostbite, and they're like all in this style, and Bloodlines is also in this style. Like, that's Bloodlines, and they're not that much better than the English covers, but at least it doesn't look like vampire porn. So the English editions of the Vampire Academy series, the Bloodline series in English, then the Ultimate Guide, and here we have the Selection Trilogy. Now it's hard for me to stand here, so I'm just going out of the picture. Okay, so here we have my Cassandra Clare bookshelf, and a lot of people have been asking what these colorful books are. And I can tell you now, it's the German edition of the Mortal Instruments. And yes, they're in German. So the covers are really pretty. Let's show you. It's City of Bones. Yeah, they're really awesome. And then we have the Mortal Instruments series in English, and I only have City of Lost Souls and not City of Heavenly Fire in German because City of Heavenly Fire only comes out this week in Germany. Then we have the Shadowhunter Codex, the Infernal Devices, which is mismatched, which I hate, the Iron Trail, and Alienated by Moose and Antlers. And as you might see, I have a few pictures on here, and that is from the conventions I've went to, and I actually took those pictures. We have Sebastian Roche from Vampire Diaries and Supernatural. Then we have Dylan O'Brien and Tyler Hoechlin from Teen Wolf and Dylan O'Brien. And here we have Candace Acola and Nate Buzolik from the Vampire Diaries. And this one was at the same convention, and this was also at the same convention. And yes, I've met Dylan O'Brien. My next shelf is my also like favorite series shelf, where we have the Throne of Glass series, then the Unbecoming of Madara trilogy, and I hate it, it's mismatched again. But I couldn't wait for the Retribution to come out in paperback, and also this is signed, so I had to get it. Then we have the Darkest Minds trilogy, the Luna Chronicles, my cell phone, and the Sweet trilogy, then See Me by Randy Higgins, the Shadow Me trilogy, the Die For Me trilogy, but I am missing the third book, and After the End, also by Amy Plum. And here we have my Mockingjay cup that I got in the cinema, which was like super expensive, but it was worth it. It's the Mockingjay cup. And then we have a few pictures here, like Nate Buzolik, Candace Acola, and Kat Graham, and the whole cast that was there at the convention, which is Sebastian Roche, Nate Buzolik, Matt Davis, Candace Acola, Michael Truvino, and Kat Graham. It's getting complicated with my tripod, so excuse the weird angel. So here the next one is like kind of mismatched, and we have the Archived, then we have the Daughter of Smoke Bone trilogy, the Cold of Gold and Cold Time, Teardrop, then the Delirium trilogy, which I still hate, that Requiem is so much bigger, then Panic, Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, and this book is also kind of signed, then Rebel Bell, then Sapphire Blue. I only own Sapphire Blue because I have the rest in German, and that one was cheap, so I got it. Then Silber, das erste Buch der Träume, and Silber, das zweite Buch der Träume, which is by Casting Gear. And this book, the first one, is coming out in English, and it's called Dream a Little Dream, I think. And then we have, which I also get asked really often, which these books are, and that is the Ruby Red trilogy in the German edition. So they're not as pretty as they look on the shelf. Like, this is the first one, the second one, and the third one. I don't like them. So my next shelf here is kind of my contemporary shelf. So we have We Were Liars, If I Stay Duology, Just One Day Duology, Eleanor Park Fangle in the Collector's Edition, Pivot Point Duology, The Distance Between Us, OnlyFans, then my Morgan Madsen books, Second Chance Summer, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, Since You've Been Gone, then Catch a Falling Star, which is so awesome but like nobody talks about it, then Everything Leads to You, this is also really awesome, then What I Thought Was True, My Life Next Door, To All the Boys I Loved Before, and then we have Burn for Burn and Fire with Fire in the German edition, and here we have my Colleen Hoover books, I Love, Hopeless, Moving Hope, Maybe Someday, and the German editions of Slant and Point of Retreat, and they're just so pretty, like really pretty. Okay, so the next shelf is without any order again. And wait, it's getting hard for me to show you the shelves. So here we have all these things I've done. Cruel, of Triton, of Poseidon, they have to switch actually. Then Shadowbone Trilogy, but I only have the first two ones. Then Control and Twilight, the Director's Notebook. Then we have the Motherhood Trilogy, Incarnate Trilogy, Mind Games Duology, Dash and Moon's Book of Theirs, then all my John Green books, then Let's Get Lost, Solitaire, Song of the Fireflies, Edge of Never, and Edge of Always, and this is also like kind of part of my contemporary books. Here we have All Our Yesterdays, I think, in German, which looks like this. Then we have the German edition of the Maddie Freeman books, and it's like that's the first one, and then the second one, and I love that they're matching. So then we have Love Letters to the Dead, then the whole, I don't know how it's called in English series, Born at Midnight, Shadowfall's Camp. In German, they're actually the same covers as in English, like kind of, but they're shiny, like a ruby. And then here we have The Infinite Moment of Us. Then we have the Nevermore Dual Trilogy, but only the first two books are out. Then the Diversion Trilogy, Breathe and Resist. And here we have the Aragon books, and I think they're the same covers in German as in English. Like, that's the second book, and they're so heavy you can't believe how heavy they are. So here we have Free to Fall, Unremembered Duology, then the Tempest Trilogy, but only the first two books I own. Then Mystic City, that is the German edition of Slated, then the Reboot Duology and Glitch. Then we have Dylan Gray in German, I don't know the English name of it. Then Elixir in German, Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac, the Everneath Trilogy, but only the first two books, and another copy of Origin by Jennifer Lamonshot, because that was my original copy, and then I've got the other copy that is signed. Here we have like a Mockingjay kind of thing that was with my mug. It's not a mug. Yeah. Then I have a candle, mini Eiffel Tower, some sea lions, and a warrior cat's bracelet that I've got from the book fair. And then we have a lot of more books. The Selection, Stories, Flip, Carry Off the Mark, Darkness Before Dawn, Gamebot of the Gods, and the Immortal Crown. and This Is Not a Love Story, which is Soulmates in English. Then Miss Peregrine's Home for Particular Children, Unspoken, The Secret Diamond Sisters, Ten Tiny Bears, Two-Way Street, and the Forgive My Fins trilogy. Then we have the Nightshade trilogy in German, and I know that in English there was a cover change, but our editions are matching, and I won't show you them now because I can't get them out. And then we have the Raven Boys quartet, but yeah, only the first 3 books are. And now we're getting to the hard part. Like, my tripod can't get down anymore, so it's going to be a weird angle, however you call it. So, and as you might see, it's chaos because I have so many books that they're not fitting on my shelves anymore. And here we have the Maze Runner trilogy, then the Immortal series, like Evermore, and that's the German edition, and I only own them because the covers are so freaking pretty. Like, all of them are so pretty. The fourth one is like my favorite. It's so freaking pretty, and yeah, that's the only reason I still own them, because they're so bad, but I can't sell them because they're pretty. So then we have more German books, and I don't know the English titles, like the Iron Fae, I think, and those are also really pretty covers. Like, look at this, it's so pretty. And I just have to show you the covers. Like, it's so freaking pretty, so pretty. Look at them. Like, I think this is my favorite. It's so pretty. So then we're going on with the Wings series, also in German. Like, this is the Ring series, and also those covers are kind of pretty, though there's a face on it, but still, I like them. And we have the Shiver trilogy, also in German, and I can't get them out now. So, and as you might see, here on the floor are a lot of books, and my battery is dying. So, let's just show you the floor. Like, look at that. So many books that I still don't have any space for. Real quick, and yeah, those are those cards from my Twilight books. And here we have Percy Jackson in German, then Snow White and Huntsman, Grave Mercy in German, Firelight in German, These Broken Stars, Black City, Phoenix, then the German edition of Rochelle meets Dark Swan series, and then we have Ringer, then Hexhole in Germany, the 7 Gossip Girl book in German, and a few German books that you can't see anymore. And this is so pretty. Like, it's a vampire book, but it's so pretty. Those were my main shelves, and now I'm going to show you in a real quick overview my other shelves that you've never seen before. So, it's chaotic because I love chaos. So there are all the German Vampire Diaries books, and here are other Lisa J. Smith books, like all of them. And that is the Morganville series, like all of them that are out in German. Those are 2 Miley Cyrus books. That's the Vampire Diaries book. There are some Twilight books here, and the Evernight books, and then we have like The Last Song and the Stefan Diaries. And this is my German Twilight books. Here they are, and that is the host, the German edition of the Hunger Games and all the other Twilight companion novel thingies. And then down here are some Charmed books, like from there to there are Charmed books, and that are the House of Night books in German. Those are all in German. So So now my camera is kind of weird, but anyway, that were all of my shelves and a quick overview. Not as quick as I thought it would be, but still, now you know how my shelves look like. And I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I will see you with another video soon. So enjoy the view a last time, because after that it will be gone. So goodbye!